Hey guys, welcome to Expert Designer Academy. Today we're going to see a very quick tutorial on OBS, how to add a screen transition. And there are little things that most of the tutorials don't really talk about it. Let's go and look into it. And also I'll give you some sample files, how to find some of those ones. There are plenty of screen transitions that you can find online for free. Let's go and get started. So what is a screen transition? So now let's say if I actually change from one scene in my OBS and which is coming from this DSLR camera into my desktop. And you can see there is a screen transition. So this transition effect is basically an animation effect, which basically runs in between, changing between those screens. And then you might also hear a sort of like a sound that comes in as well. So it's not my favorite part that to have a sound, but if you want to have a sound or not to have, it's totally up to you. Let's go and take a look at it. So now we are in our OBS, and so the first thing is, like, if you see, most of the time you start with a fade or a cut effect. So now if I change between my scenes, you can see it has got a little fade effect. You may not see it much because of the duration of how long it takes. So let's say if I make it 700 milliseconds, and then if I fade it, you can see it's a bit slower. Okay, so this is basically a screen transition. So now what we do is to add a screen transition. If you don't have a stinger in here, you just have to click on the plus sign, and then you will see there will be a stinger. And you can add multiple stingers as well, which basically you can choose multiple transitions as well. Since I've already added this one, let me delete this one and then do it again, adding a stinger. And you can name it whatever you want. This is basically your transition. So you can leave it whatever. And then if I go to browse, and there are different transitions that I have actually got it online. So you can find these ones as well. So this basically, if I play it plays like that. Okay, there are different ones that's available. You can find all of these things. Yeah, I've chosen one, and then the screen transition type is based on time, not based on the frames. So that's fine to use hardware. And the transition point, you can choose between, let's say, around 400 to 1000 milliseconds. It's like something, just play around with that and see which one you're comfortable with. So it's basically how fast and slow you want it. And then audio monitoring is off. So audio monitoring is mute output. That means you will hear it, but it will not be in the actual footage. Okay, and the third option is monitoring and output. That means you will see it in the output as well. Fade, so fade out transition point, that is fade in. So, or you can use a crossfade. Most cases crossfade will do the job. You can check a preview. Okay, that's how it's going to look like. So if you see with this one, you hear the audio, but it will not be part of the video footage. So this option basically monitor and output. You will hear the sound when the transition is happening, and the same sound that you will also see in the final video recording is okay. And if I want to change this one from, let's say, to a prism one, I can choose it. I can check the preview. Okay, it looks like that. Probably I'll go with the diagonal, which is this one, just keeping it simple. Okay, totally up to you guys. Something, click OK, and now that is all set. Now if I actually click on desktop and this one, you should be able to see it. Okay, and you can again go back to the properties for this one. Pretty much you can change the settings, and now without the sound, and this gets recorded. So this is basically how you set screen transition. So next one we'll see like how to actually change the camera that you capture. So that means, like, if I go to my desktop, you can see there is a small rectangle that I put in. So sometimes it looks pretty outdated and ugly, so we can make it look a little fancier. And so we'll see that in the next tutorial. And thank you so much guys, and we'll see you again.